So Arsenal won, Newcastle nil. Not a great advertisement for Premier League football. Not a great advertisement for top of the table Arsenal, who have got 4 games left to either get over the line or bottle a 9-point lead. But it is what it is. We're all awake. Yeah, we all kept ourselves awake because it was boring. Bless up to everyone locked in. Make sure you follow Kenny Chem 1972 on Insta. Make sure you use this checkout code if you want to go on the store. Stinker and Hooked hoodies. You've got 5 days left till the 30th of April. Then they're never coming back. Anyone who's a level 2 gets 20% off. You've got your discount code. You get 10 plus that 10. Level 3, you get 20% off. Use that as well at checkout. Your links are on the membership tab on the posts on the community. Anyone else, standard 10%, and you got that until Sunday night after Sleggers. Rene Sleggers is in a Champions League semi tomorrow. Kenny, that was boring, wasn't it, mate? How are you still awake?
Well, I don't know, man. I want to go home and then put my feet up and watch the highlights of the FA Cup because I believe Man City, like I said, didn't exactly pull up any trees, but they're still through. But let me say something. We've got to go by realism. Realistically, it's what was needed. Let's face it. We've been absolutely abysmal, and I mean absolutely abysmal, since the League Cup final. So that second half, we haven't improved, we haven't played good football, and it's one of those things where a lot of people get a bit carried away with themselves. It's like our fan base goes into some sort of like some extremes. 1 minute, we're not going to win the league 2 weeks ago, even though we're 9 points ahead because we lost against Bournemouth, because we knew Man City were going to win their games and beat us. And then Man City don't beat Burnley a nut, thrash them, we're going to win the league. And we've got a chance. So it goes from one extreme to another. But we're saying that where, let's face it, we've been disastrous for 6 games before, where we lost 4, drew 1, won 1 in injury time. So this kind of performance was a given in terms of like making heavy work of it, passes going astray. And let's face it, we've got a touch today. We played Newcastle, bereft of confidence. Some players haven't been playing for the manager. They find it very difficult playing at St James's Park. Even the subs who normally start weren't good enough to start. So it was Mara and Evan, and then scoring early. That's a massive help as well in terms of like we're busted, but we're still going to talk. Scoring early, great goal by Eze. Oh, Lee, I've got to talk to you about that one.
That goal was crazy. What a finish.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, go on, mate. Make sure you're following Kenny Ken's Instagram, 1972, Kenny Ken 1972, while he's getting on the bus.
Well, but, I don't know if I'm getting the bus because, like I said, it's packed and no one's coming out, so I don't know if you're going to let us on. Are we allowed in? Am I allowed in?
So you're getting in real life Kenny Ken outside the stadium, getting on a bus home. Yeah, this is what our fans are doing to watch Mikel Arteta ball, guys.
All right, yeah, let's carry on the interview. You've got a packed bus and everything.
No, but that Eze goal was crazy. That goal was mad.
It was absolute class, and no doubt about that. It was like everyone in the ground was like going absolutely berserk. They were talking about corner reasons. I'll put it in, but Eze, Madueke and Odegaard did a 1-2, went straight Eze, banging the net. Afterwards, it was shit. It was shit, Lee.
We were rubbish, weren't we?
We were shit.
Did we even make the keeper make a proper save?
Do me a favour, mate. But you know what? A win's a win, mate. Because let's face it, we've got Fulham next week. Fulham are only playing once a week. When we play teams that are fresher, that's when I think we struggle. So when you look at all those kind of variations, everything, people talking about, you've got to look for goal difference. Mate, we couldn't hit a barn door from a yard. We haven't got our scoring boots. As you said today, we didn't create too much. I don't remember any, miraculous saves until the second half from Odegaard when Pope had to make a save. There was the incident with Gyökeres where he went through and goal and Pope took him out. Apart from that, when you talk about, chances and saves, it was our keeper who made just as many saves as Pope. Tonali had most of the play. I thought, Newcastle battled really well, but our shape off the ball was really, really good. So let's face it,
it's another one off the list, isn't it?
It's no one on the list, but we've got the game where I think we could talk about goal difference. Burnley, who are already relegated. But then again, they're probably going to put men behind the ball. But it's all about, Atletico Madrid now, Lee.
Yeah, and they're winning 2-1 currently against Bilbao. Yeah, so they haven't been brilliant. They've lost 5 league games in a row before today, and they lost the cup final last weekend. Yeah, and they went 1-0 down at home today, and now they're 2-1 up. But at the same time, that's going to take a lot out of our players on Wednesday, because some of them players today, Declan Rice, I don't know if you see it in the stadium, Declan Rice on the 65th minute, ball went out of play, and he put his hands on his knees, blowing and blowing and blowing. Then he looks up at the clock. Yeah, Martinelli, as you said backstage, was holding his leg. Yeah, Eze went off, 29 went off.
That's right,
That's right. Timber's still not in the squad. Calafiori weren't in the squad today. And we've got to play this Atleti team, home and away, with Fulham sandwiched in between. And Fulham played really well against Villa today. So that's a potential banana skin, because this Atleti game, they're going to make it tough for us, and they're organised, and he can coach an attack, and they've got to stick forwards. Yeah, but I don't know, man. We've got a long way to go, and there's only a short way to go, if that makes sense.
Well, the thing about it, the games are coming thick and fast, and with our fitness issues, Havertz, he's gone off again with his groin injury. You can comment on his his performances, but you and I know that is the manager's first choice 11. He does want players like Havertz in the team. He wants Odegaard, he wants Saka, he wants what we call his circle of trust in terms of players. So when he does have that circle of trust, that's who he believes is going to be able to sort of play to our strengths and play with our tactics, especially off the ball. And that situation, we don't like it. It's not great to watch, but going into the last few games, I think that's what Mikel's going to go with.
Yeah, no, listen, if we get over the line playing like this, Kenny, I don't think anyone cares. Yeah, we'll all be happy. You'll be at the parade. Yeah, but
parade.
At the same
do me
time,
a favour, Lee. There's going to be no parade. No parade. We ain't winning this league playing like this. Let's just.
I don't know. You never know.
No, not at all. Not at all. We don't look like it. We're not playing the football we should be playing. And let's face it, there's still a lot of football we've played. And it's going to be a situation where you can grind out a few wins, but you can start playing well as well. You got to start performing, not start showing what to do. Like, say goal difference comes into it. Where's the goals going to come from? We scored a world hit today,
5 in our last 7 games.
Yeah, that's also, if you're talking about goal difference, 5 in your last 7 games, where's the 5-0 going to come from? Where's the 4-0? You know what I mean? Where are they going to come from?
No, it's true. It's true. And the thing is, we've got a lot of players out of form. Yeah, we've got a lot of players injured. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. And players carrying injuries that are playing as well.
Yeah, and playing with injury. I was saying this on my fan camp. There's a lot of players that are playing with injury. Yeah, Declan, Zubamendi. Yeah, some of the times Tonali just walked around them today. I thought he was outstanding, by the way, Tonali. What a player he is. Yeah, but the centre-backs didn't really have much to do, did they? But at the same time, when they did have a chance, Wissa, Saliba was nowhere near him. And he was on side as well.
He's on side, put it over, but that's the sort of luck you get sometimes. Because, like a couple of weeks ago, chance like that, Newcastle putting away. So, just look at, Bournemouth, who we played in Southampton. These are the sort of scrappy chances they're putting away. But, we rode their luck today. But at the end of the day, it was all about a win. And this season, we got to make Man City work for this league. If it's meant to be that Man City win the league, at least try and win every game and see what it gets us. But really and truly, we shouldn't be in this position. We're 9 points ahead 2 weeks ago. Had the opportunity to go 12 points ahead. Look what's happened since then. It shouldn't be a shootout. It should be, us, having a parade now.
Yeah, looking forward to playing Atleti on Wednesday, already knowing the league's wrapped up.
Yeah, but we don't do things like this, Arsenal, you know what I mean?
That's the Arsenal way, Kenny.
Well, don't know, it's the Arteta way, he's a bottler, innit? Arteta bottles the league, he plays boring football, everyone's, all these Arteta lovers, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Be careful, Kenny, you've probably got about 100 on the bus.
Well, I just seen one of your mates from years ago, he shouted out at me, Stevie boy.
No, bless up.
Yes,
listen, get him safely.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bless up to him as well. Bless up to him.
Right, Lee Gunner says hello.
I know, but Lee Gunner's negative. They'll all be kicking off on you in a minute, Cody.
Lee, you're very popular with Steve and the boys. All right, I'll see you later.
No, I'll see you Monday, man. Listen, get home safely, yeah?
See you later.
Yeah, get home safely. Love you always, mate. Take care.
See you later, mate.
See you, mate.
See you later.